So, before much longer, in fact the next one, if I'm counting correctly, we have Waynecast 100. Now I really should do something special for it. I thought, I've mentioned it a couple of times because it is a fucking milestone. I'll cover in that one, hopefully, for a time, how these bloody things started and stuff. Got a few ideas, nothing set in stone. I'll probably have more ideas and trash all these. The first one was a crazy one of using the original webcam I used in the very first one, or the old N70 phone of mine, and try and redo a walk, which of course would be shite quality. The other one was to do a more professional one with proper cameras and shit, which would involve more people and be a pain in the arse, to be honest. And it would lose its spontaneity. Three, was an idea of going back and doing the walk at Langley Park, where the majority of these were done, right, on that walk. That was sort of the transition time. I was writing Essential ZBrush and I was, about to jump into the mudbox world. It was a very important transition for me. That's a possibility, but I would again need a lift, because you can't see it from here, but it's about twice the distance of that horizon there, because this is quite near that one. It's about 7 miles away. I only walked 7 miles before another walk, you know what I mean? So that one depends. The hot favourite at the moment is do a special one while I'm in Holland, because as I'm staying with Joep van Steen, and he's an author of some renown in the world of 3D Max and Mental Ray, as well as being a reseller for a few different software companies, it could prove to be interesting to have a two-way one going on. Another idea was to basically do something where just like me and Chris Robson from 3D Palace sit up, on the moor somewhere. I don't know about that one, to be honest, because then you've just got to answer the whole, are you related? No, we're not fucking related. Simple as that. Although Chris does not go out of his way to point that out. Naughty boy. No, we're not related. Simple as that. Not even vaguely. So, yeah, that's the ideas I've got at the moment. I was hoping something else would be, I'd be able to show you by now, but maybe not, We'll have to wait and see, honestly. I'll just have to wait and see what, what comes up. If anyone's got any ideas, pass them on. I'll probably completely ignore them, because the keywords are, it's going to cost me nothing, right? It's going to involve, say, where I'm already at the time, and that includes buses and trains, right? And it's a hard idea to do, because I want to commemorate it in some way, because 100 is an important number to me. I never thought I'd reach 100, ever. Started as a mess around, you know what I mean? And it's sort of got out of hand. Will I reach 200? Well, I was judging that I reached 200 would take another 2 years. Would I still be doing these in 2 years? No idea. No fucking idea. And that's the 100th Waynecast, not the 100th video. That was a long time ago. So there you go. I must stop a minute because my asthma is going crazy. I did have a couple of people ask me on the last one, or was it the one before, it was fairly obvious that I was having problems with my chest. It's because I've got asthma, and I've also had about 3 chest infections, and because I smoke heavily, they don't move, so there's not a lot of lung capacity left now, incidentally. So yes, I know I've got to stop smoking, but funnily enough, the idea of 2 kids, 5-year-old, 5.5-year-old and 17 months old is not appealing, stopping smoking, because I suffer from, sorry about wiping the sweat, but sorry that I'll drip on the camera, clinical depression. It would be very dangerous for me to take any of the substitute, sort of nicotine substitute, the bloody bollocks, or the pills, or the patches, you name it, right? because I've had a word with a few different doctors, and they've also said the same thing, that it would send me into a spiral of depression that could get out of hand, right? And that's the bottom line, I'm being honest with you. There's a good chance that I get so depressed I suddenly think it's a really good idea to start topping myself or something, which I would never do, right? Because I just think I'm not finished doing what I'm doing, what I'm putting to do yet. You know, I'm not even sure 3D is what I'm meant to do. You know, I'm put on this earth for some reason, obviously, you know. At least I like to think so. We all are. I like to think I've achieved that before I call it a day. So I've got to do it the hard way, which is not ideal. The only way really to do it would be for me to have enough money to hire a hotel room or a little cottage in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? You know, like one of them houses or something I show on these things. A little farmhouse, and just stick me in that for 2 weeks. That way, maybe, just maybe, I might be able to stop smoking without it getting too hairy. Probably get a lot done as well, but there you go. Also, for those interested, there's I'm not 3D Arts magazine. I think it's a lot of guys in the States are getting it now. The one that's got the interview with me in, and you know, there's got a few other people that you might know from Twitter on there as well, on the same page. So I think Pat Nolan, is it Pat Nolan's on the same page? No, it's Ant Ward, sorry. He's on the same page as me, which I thought was quite ironic. Because we did way back to both being moderators of subdivisionmodelling.com. Little known fact. Also, I wasn't sure if this was this is the case or not, but I was contacted about a couple of months back about one of my old ZBrush articles being used in a magazine. They said it was something to do with running a lot of the ZBrush stuff from 3D Creative and 3D Total into a magazine published by 3D World, you know, future publishing. And I said, yeah, well, you might as well, you know what I mean? Because that article, I think it said that one or the one I did before it, was the first article ever on speed sculpting. Now I know somebody's going to say, no it wasn't. Go on, prove me wrong. And you know what? You won't. Speed sculpting to ones and temps and purposes didn't exist before that. Right? Their idea of speed sculpt was 8 hours or 4 hours, complete bollocks, right? That's not speed sculpting. 30 minutes speed sculpting, an hour's speed sculpting, maybe an hour and 15. Anything above that, that's not speed sculpt, right? That was my original intention. But it's sort of been warped and pulled and whatever. But I allowed it for that reason only. And it's in the ZBrush Essentials magazine, which is sort of ripped off of the Essential ZBrush, really, isn't it? The title. But I thought to myself, well, the model is shit, right? It's not on my site, not because of ZBrush, because I've got ZBrush model still on there. It's just basically because it's nowhere near the quality I do nowadays. I've improved a lot over the years, you know what I mean? At least I'd like to bloody think so. So, those of you who've got it, have a look. I'm in there somewhere. I haven't even got a copy myself yet. In fact, I haven't even got a copy of the 3D Arts magazine. I rarely get magazines I'm in, because I live in the middle of nowhere, you know, like round here sort of thing. We've been through that a million times. So, I only pick them up when I've got a chance, or whether I remember to buy them online, or somebody sends me a one occasionally. In this case, they haven't, right? Because the ZBrush one's about 15 quid or something. It's a bit of a rip-off, if you ask me. But, yeah. God almighty. Yeah, it's quite a steep hill, this one, you know what I mean? And that's the shallow one. You know, Pete Steiner wanted me to show you a shot of the other hill, but unfortunately it's all round bends and stuff. And you can't really get a good view of it with this being, you know, 6.3mm lens. If this was on DSLR, it'd be a bloody fisheye, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I'm quite mad today because some really nice cloud formations that would have made a fantastic time lapse. You know, but it's always the way that you see the best sort of stuff to do time lapses when you haven't got your bloody camera. And it's too heavy to store, you know, the camera and all the stuff that I use now is about 5 kilos plus. You don't really want to be carrying that around. I sweat enough as it is, you know what I mean? I don't want to be hiking in the middle of fucking nowhere with it. Right, I'll see you in part 3. Because we might as well do a part 3.